Hello students, today we will discuss chapter 2 power play, page number 30. In that first question, how many times larger than 4 raised to minus 2 is 4 square? To make you understand this question easily, I have taken one easy question, the same type easy question. How many times larger than 3 is 6? Okay, for this answer you can find by 6 divided, big number is 6, so 6 divided by 3, 2. That is 6 is 2 times 3 is 6. So 2 times larger than 3 is 6. In the same way, we can explain this question also. How many times larger than 4 raised to minus 2 is 4 square? So that answer we can find by 4 square divided by 4 raised to minus 2. Just like how many times larger than 3 is 6. So answer is 6 divided by 3. And here 4 square divided by 4 raised to minus 2. Here we are using exponential law for division. That is, we can apply a raised to m divided by a raised to n law. That is, for division of exponential numbers, we have to subtract the powers. So here also subtract. For division of exponential numbers, no need to divide, just subtract the powers. Here base is same, then only we can do. So 4 raised to m minus n. So 2 minus then this power, that is minus 2. N is minus 2. Or the next step we can write 4 raised to minus into minus. If inside the bracket minus is coming, that means multiply. So minus into minus is plus. So this become 4 raised to 2 plus 2. That is 4 raised to 4. Or this answer 4 raised to 4 is, if you want you can write 4 square into 4 square, that is 16 into 16. That is 256 is the answer. 4 raised to 4, otherwise you can find by 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. That is 4 into 4, 4 square, again 4 into 4, 4 square. That becomes 16 into 16, that is 256. That is the answer. Now the next question is, use the power line for 7 to answer the following questions. So here one power line is given and we have to give the answer from the power line only. Here you can see all the values, that is 7 raised to 0. Here it is 7 raised to 0. That value is given 1. 7 raised to 1, 7. 7 raised to 2. 7 raised to 2 means 7 into 7. That is 49. Then 7 raised to 3. 7 into 7 into 7. That is 343. All the answers are given. By looking at this line, we have to give the answer here. So 2401 multiplied by 49 is the question. No need to multiply directly. You have to find the answer from this power line. So 2401 is here and corresponding exponential value is 7 raised to 4. So you can write here 7 raised to 4. Then multiplied by 49. 49 is 7 square. 49 is 7 square. So here you can write 7 square. Now using exponential law, here base is same. So for multiplication, add the power. So this becomes 7 raised to 4 plus 2, that is 6. And 7 raised to 6 also, answer is here. That is 1,17,117 649. This is the answer. So without doing any multiplication, directly you can write answer. Now 49 cube. That is 49 is, here you can see it is 7 square. So 7 square, that is 49. Here it is 49 cube. So put a bracket, then cube. Then it become power of a power, that is a raised to m whole raised to n. Then a raised to mn. So here you can use this law, that is 7 raised to 3 2s are 6, 7 raised to 6, and answer 7 raised to 6 corresponding number you can write from here, that is 117,649. The previous answer here also you will get. Now 343 multiplied with 2401 and 343, this is 343, so corresponding exponential number is 7 cube. Then multiply with 2401, that number is 7 raised to 4. So 7 raised to 4, and here exponential multiplication, so add the power. For exponential numbers no need to multiply, add the power, so this become 7 raised to 7, and 7 raised to 7 also from the table you will get the value, this one, that is 823543. That is the answer. Now next one, 16,807. So you find out 16,807, then corresponding value is 7 raised to 5. So 7 raised to 5, then divided by 49 is 7 square. So here exponential division, so subtract the power. That means 7 raised to 5 minus 2. That is 7 raised to 3, and 7 raised to 3 you can see from the table, that is 343. So simply you will get the answers. Now next question, 7 by 343. So this we can write it as 7 divided by 343 is 7 cube. From the table you can see 7 cube is 343. Now this equal to 7 means 7 raised to 1. So 7 raised to 1 minus 3, because it is division you have to subtract the powers. So this become 7 raised to minus 2. 1 minus 3 minus 1 is 2. 1 minus 3 is minus 2, because we are subtracting small number from the big number. And 7 raised to minus 2 also in the table, that value is given 1 by 49. You can see here 1 by 49 is 7 raised to minus 2. Now next one, 16,807, you can see on the table, that is 7 raised to 5. 7 raised to 5, then divided by next one, 7 raised to 7. So here also when you are doing the subtraction, 7 raised to 5 minus 7, that also minus 2. 7 minus 5, 2. 5 minus 7, when we are subtracting big number from the small number, it become minus. And here also same answer, 1 by 49. Now next one, 1,17,000. That number you will get, the corresponding exponential number is 7 raised to 6. Then divided by 343 is 7 cube. So when you subtract, this become 7 raised to 6 minus 3, that is 7 raised to 3. That is 343 is the answer. Now next one, 1 by 343. 1 by 343 you can see from the table, 1 by 343 corresponding exponential value is 7 raised to minus 3. 7 raised to minus 3, then multiplied with again 1 by 343 is 7 raised to minus 3. So this become 7 raised to, both the negative numbers you have to add the powers. So minus 3 plus minus 3. That means when we add two negative numbers, answer become negative. So 7 raised to minus 6.